The love of God is so amazing, right? When we're unfaithful, he's faithful because he can't deny who he is. He can't change who he is. So even in our unfaithfulness, he's faithful. Think about all them situations God has got you out of. All the trauma and pain that you think he wasn't there with you, he was there, right? And he didn't cause these things to happen. These things happen because of generational curses, right? Demons need a place to operate. They came from the Nephilim. They're back in the flood. We know Noah, they said it was giants, right? So God washed out the earth with a flood. And those giants, half fallen angel, half human, became disembodied spirits, which are still called the Nephilim. So they have personalities, which is why you'll see somebody just a murderous spirit. They just want to murder, which we see in the music. These are people that are being controlled by the Nephilim. They're getting out the agenda of Satan because Satan was defeated. So he now needs a place to operate. He needs a body. If he doesn't have a body, he's powerless. So he operates through people, through objects, through whatever he can get his hands on, he operates through. So when you got hurt, trauma and pain, God didn't want that to happen. And it all goes back to Adam and Eve. Because Adam and Eve, disobedience, eating from that tree, what you said, you can eat from this tree or this tree, and they chose the wrong tree. It was free will. He knew it was going to happen, which is why Jesus was already there. It explains his grace, his mercy, his love, his goodness. We don't deserve it. But this is why you see sin in the world, because of our mistake. Which is why you see why animals have to die. We have to die. The grass dies. Like, trees die. Like, all of this stuff die because of us, our disobedience. So God wanted to fix what we did wrong. Right? Think about it. He's God. He could have created another human race. He didn't have to forgive us. He didn't have to have grace on us. What it said, but God so loved the world. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Now, believing in God and following God is two different things, right? You could say you believe in God. Cool. They said even the demons believe in one God, because Jesus has made them his footstool. He has his feet over them. But it said every knee shall bow, every knee and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. He's defeated them. So even they believe. But do you follow him? Do you obey his commandments? Because Jesus said, those who love me, God said, those who love me will obey my commandments. Those who love me will follow in the footsteps of my Son. Right? Excuse me. And what did Jesus do? He went around doing miracles, healing the sick, casting demons out, putting others before himself, God in the flesh, as an example of what we're supposed to do when we come to Christ, right? The modern day world tells us that schizophrenia, bipolar, All these things are because of they're somewhat right. Right? They say because of the genetics or generational, which they're right, but it's generational curses. So these things have came in from our family, from them making pacts with demons, Freemasonry, all that mess. Even the sororities and fraternities out there. Think of it. Y'all might not like hearing that, but think about it. God said, don't pledge to no other God but me. Don't serve nobody else but me. Right? So when you go in these fraternities and sororities, you're pledging to a Greek God. Right? If you look at Greek mythology is full of fallen angels. They're just fallen angels. It's that simple. Right? So I forgot where I was at. Like, you have to obey his commandments. Right? Those who love him obeys him. Walk in his purpose for you. Walk in his calling. Like walk in your calling, but walk in his purpose he's giving you. Predestined for you. And Jeremiah says, for I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. Right? He knew you before he even formed you. He called you before he even formed you. But it's up to us, free will, to accept that calling and to walk in it and live as Christ lived, right? Because it said we are to suffer with him. Now, a lot of us may think, like, a lot of people just get it mixed up. Like, they're too indoctrinated. They think Christ is just a fairy tale. They think Christ is just saying it out of your mouth, but not actually living the life of Christ. He was an example. And like, I just love y'all so much. Like, I tell y'all this every day because I love to see others come into the goodness of God, to experience him, to want to change, to want to do better. Right? And we can't do better in our own strength because we tried that. Adam and Eve, we tried that, and you see where it led us to eternal doom. It almost led us to eternal doom. But his grace, his mercy, he came and sent his son to be the perfect lamb. Walked this earth and didn't sin once. Jesus walked this earth and didn't sin once. Walked this earth and put others before himself. Walked this earth and loved on others. Right? Jesus said to love your enemies. He said to forgive those who have hurt you. Because just as God has forgiven us through Christ. And pray for your enemies. He said don't repay evil with evil, but repay evil with good. What separates you from somebody in the world if you're repaying evil with evil, but you say you're a believer in Christ? The hypocrisy in the Christianity culture is what keeps people from coming to Christ. The church as well. The judging. They see a person with face tattoos come in, or somebody who just have something on that they really just can't afford clothes. They see them come into church and all eyes are on them. Like, why are you in here? You're not, us Christians, we're not better than anyone. Stop thinking that. It angers me. It angers me, like, because I grew up seeing it. It angers me. We don't know what that person then prayed for, and for us to go in, for them to come into the church and see us, and then we judge them, tell them you can't be in here, or not even explain the gospel, or not even ask if they need, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need a place to stay. It's disgusting. And I'm tired of it. God is tired of it. He's tired of, stop using Christ as a crutch to say you're better than others, because you're not. But he said, if you think you're more important than anybody, you surely deceive yourself. And he said, if you think you're without sin, you surely deceive yourself. We're no better than the next. We're gracefully broken. We're like the fragile clay jars. We are broken in pieces, healed back together by Jesus. I love y'all.